way from Provo Canyon, the, dare I say, most popular wrestler at DCW is Tomestone Jesus.
The mountain metal madman himself, Tomestone Jesus, coming up over a signature entrance. And the fans, the devoted ones,
fans, yeah.
Love it.
Let me ask you, how long has this rivalry been going on? This is huge.
This has been going on since nigh the inception of Devotion Championship Wrestling.
These two guys have been thorns in each other's sides, and tonight they're going to finish it in a no disqualification match.
No DQ, so I guess that means anything goes?
Anything goes.
No holds barred? Well, like Zeus, let's see who rains down when Josh Glade comes out.
Has been a thorn in his side, the bane of his very existence for the last few months. Please welcome to the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada, Josh Glade.
Josh Glade making his entrance into the DCW arena. Tomestone pacing, waiting with bated breath. He's spent all of this time going back and forth with Josh Glade. Can't wait to get his hands on it.
Well, and to give our fans who may not have gone back to the archives and watched these past matches, I mean, we've seen these two go at it. Josh Glade tying up Tomestone Jesus in the ropes, whipping him with the cat of nine tails,
terrible.
asking the devoted faithful what they thought of their Savior now.
Oh, terrible.
Last month, Tomestone Jesus came back with a taser. And let Josh Glade have a bit of his own shock therapy.
I mean, which was great. That was great to see Tomestone get, to see Josh Glade get his comeuppance, but this really hadn't been settled at last month's show. It was only here at End Term where this could actually be settled with no rules involved.
That's
and
right.
Look how the DCW faithful, the devoted ones, are getting in the head of Josh Glade before this match even starts.
Well, I tell you what, there's a lot of space in there to get, so not that difficult to enter. But
bells ringing
right off
underway.
the
Look
bat,
at that. We're underway. Exchange of blows there. Josh Glade goes down. Tomestone getting the better of that exchange. Just an exchange of blows. Both men not wanting to let up. Flying fists everywhere as Glade has Tomestone finally in the corner with leverage advantage.
mean slap right there. You gotta wonder if the size advantage that Josh Glade has isn't gonna really come out and show in spades.
Well, I mean, and you have to wonder, like, he has a size advantage, but this is Tomestone Jesus. He's no puppy himself. This is the big dog in DCW. Wait.
Whoa.
What is that?
Well, last month we saw a fan who had a chicken hat on that
A chicken hat?
that frankly scared the bejeebus.
He's scared of the chicken hat. Oh, he's attacking the chicken hat. Well, this guy's not all there. Oh, elbow drop on the chicken.
Elbow drop to the chicken.
Lauren,
Covers the chicken.
Lauren, this guy's, what is he covering him
He's
for?
saying count it.
This guy's lost his mind.
Oh, Tomestone taking advantage.
Which he should.
Dropping down on him. Chicken is now out of play. And
Josh Glade has
on
lost
to the
his
fan's
mind.
head.
He has lost his mind. Signature headlock here by Tomestone, trying to get the advantage in the corner. He's got him in a sleeper, and that's how you take a big man down, because it doesn't matter how tall you are when you're laying on the mat.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how strong you are when you can't breathe. And I tell you what, there's not much that's going to bring him out of that.
It's a good judo combination. Takes Josh Glade down, as it looks like. Is it tapping? Referee asking him, are you okay?
Well, I don't know how he could respond if he can't breathe. His face turning the colors of the arena here.
And every motion that he moves, every time he moves his head, every time he moves his neck, that just gives Tomestone the opportunity to cinch that
Cinch it in
tighter.
even tighter.
Referee wants him to break the hold. May have had an illegal choke there. Last man standing match in effect here.
That's right,
As senior referee is going to go ahead and make the count. Ladies and gentlemen, to get to your feet is the idea here. If you cannot respond to the 10 count, then you lose. That's what we're dealing with here. There are no disqualifications. You win by incapacitating your opponent for a count of 10. Tomestone Jesus going into the ropes with that headlock takeover, the signature headlock takeover. And it looks like he wants to follow that up with a signature elbow. Josh Glade is down.
Tell you what, Tomestone Jesus, a veteran when it comes to professional wrestling in the state of Utah and the Intermountain region, this is old hat for him. It's got to be.
He says he has AK-47 for his blood type. He plays mountain metal. This guy is the real deal, and Josh Glade is feeling that, as it took him till a 5 count to get up to his feet.
Look at a short arm clothesline. Takes him down, up.
Great agility by Tomestone. Again with the agility. Ow, what a spinning elbow onto Josh Glade. Tombstone's in full control of this match.
He's in full.
Went to the well one too many times, right when I said that.
That's right, Josh Glade, not a lot there, but enough to roll out of the way. But a count going up for both of them right now. Tom, what happens if neither of them can respond to a 10 count?
Well, I mean, I have to be honest. I mean, it'd be super disappointing for the fans, but if neither of them can respond, then we just have to call this a draw. I mean, nobody wants to see a draw. That's why there are no rules and last standing rules set in place here. Both men are to their feet. Glade has the advantage. Going to go for a vertical suplex. And oh no! Slams him down. Wow!
Turns him over and drops him down right on his back. I tell you what, for anyone that has ever had the wind knocked out of you, it is the most vulnerable thing you can feel. You're sucking air. You can't move. Every time you try to breathe, it kills your chest. And right now, we're at a 3 count.
Whoa. What is Josh Glade doing on the top rope?
Big man.
Lauren, what is he doing on the top rope?
Sherlock, a big man like that should not be on the top rope.
This is not a good. And he didn't look comfortable. Now he's thinking that would have been a bad idea. Look, Josh Glade does not belong on the top rope, as shown by that missed moonsault where he actually caught his face on Tombstone's side.
He doesn't belong a lot of places.
This shows you
the library.
That's true. Schools. Within 100
playgrounds.
Definitely. Josh Glade. I gotta tell you.
All you can eat buffet.
Earlier we saw the agility of Tombstone Jesus on display. Now you're seeing how much damage Josh Glade can do with one power move that's kept Tombstone down for the last, I'd say, minute and a half.
A lot of damage to Tombstone, yes, but apparently a lot of damage to himself as well. And come to think that maybe that chokehold didn't do as much damage as we thought. I mean, how many brain cells can you kill?
Hey, Josh Glade's searching for weapons. He's going to come up with a ladder, but I'm afraid that not a Josh Glade regulation-sized ladder. Looks like a smaller ladder.
No, I think he can only get up on the second step on that one legally.
Tombstone's looking for something himself. He's got some DCW fans longboard.
Cowabunga, dude!
Tombstone has a longboard.
This is going to be an interesting joust here between a painter's ladder,
yes,
and a skateboard.
You heard him right. Skateboard and a ladder.
Oh,
these two guys going at it.
It's
just like Rams. Oh man! And the weaponry was too much for both men. Look, they're made of flesh. Flesh is going to get hurt. Anytime flesh meets steel, steel's going to win. And these two competitors just realized that as the official's already up to his 3 count with both competitors down on the mat.
Anyone who's ever taken a broomstick and smacked against a wall knows how that reverberation that comes into your hands and down your arms, into your shoulders, both men feeling the full extent from the forces from either side, dropping them down. I'll tell you what, it might be smart to take full advantage of this 10 count. Get your breath, get your wits about you. Josh, you're at a disadvantage here.
Wait. Got some interference. Interference on the left side of the screen. Somebody wearing a lab coat. His face is painted white and I believe green. He's choking Tombstone with a chain. Who is it? He kept him down. He's kept Tombstone down. He can't get to his feet.
But there's no disqualifications. There's, starting the count over again now. A strong punch from...
Who is that man? Somebody get out here and take care of that guy. Don't we have security?
From this two-faced doctor of sorts, maybe a lab technician, a radiologist perhaps?
Two-faced as if... Wait a minute. He's talking to Glade.
He's directing.
He's directing Josh Glade, who seems to be surprised to see him here. And as that's happening, that's the 10. Tombstone cannot respond to the 10 count from the official, which makes Josh Glade the winner of this match.
Yeah, absolutely. Some help from a
I don't know what you call him.
A
medical professional?
Well,
it could just be another guy with a screw loose.
Well, I think you might be right with that one, but what came into play was that rapid fist in that chain right there that struck Tomestone. He has no clue where he's at right now. I mean, we need to get him checked out. He's probably concussed right now, and this is not how you wanted to see this end.
DCW medical personnel are definitely going to want to take a look at Tomestone. But Tomestone doesn't win the match. But as you can see, he's already won the hearts and minds. He looks confused.
Yeah,
he looks confused. Can't figure out what happened. DCW fans are trying to tell him what happened, but how do you explain that? How do you even explain that?
Well,
the man had green and white face paint.
That's what happens when you enter. You know, it's like my old man always said, son, you can't argue with crazy.
Yeah, well, then no one can win an argument against Josh Glade, who is the victor tonight in this incredible no-holds-barred battle. DCW enter. Wait a minute. Mean Mike is back.
Our newly crowned core champion.
Whining that you lost.
I didn't hear him whine.
You got held down.
He did get held down.
I've been held down for 15 years.
This again.
The only one holding Mike down is himself.
I was going to do.
This again from Mean Mike with conspiracies.
This is what I did. I'm your champion. What did you do? How about in about 30 days, I whoop your ass?
Whoa! That is a challenge thrown out by Tombstone Jesus.
Bring your skateboards, bring your tasers, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna whoop your ass here all the way back to the Provo Mountain.
Oh, challenge accepted by Mean Mike. And now it looks like we're gonna have Tombstone Jesus versus Mean Mike next month. Oh my gosh, at Great American Day?
Oh, shots fired. I tell you what, I'm not going to want to get in the ring with Tomestone, who's definitely got a chip on his shoulder now.
Hey, well, that's
and
a match.
Something to prove.
Hey, well, that's something to look forward to. That is going to be an incredible match at the New American Day in July. I'm excited to see it. You know what? Valiant effort by Tombstone. Josh Glade comes away with the win.